Welcome to Learn English Through Stories. In this course, you'll first watch a story. The story will make it fun and easy to learn, and easier to remember the vocabulary. You will watch 4 vocabulary lessons, where you'll learn the meaning of the words and look at some examples. Then you'll watch 4 lessons explaining idioms. Idioms are expressions, a group of words that are commonly used together in a phrase. Native speakers use idioms often, so it's important to learn the meanings of them to improve your English fluency. There will be exercises at the end, and they will help you to remember and practice what you learn. This course is for intermediate English learners. Do you want to increase your English fluency in a fun, easy, and visual way? If so, this is the course for you. I hope to see you in the course. Bye! The new phone. You're always staring at your phone. Let's do something fun together. Cool! So we're on the same page? What did you say? I was playing this new game on my phone. Never mind. Look at all of those people standing in line. I wonder what all of this commotion is about. Look, the new Uphone XXX is out. What's the big deal? It's not like they've reinvented the wheel. This is no ordinary phone. It has all the new technology. The last edition also had that. You're blowing this out of proportion. Don't be so old-fashioned. Let's go in and take a look. Fine. Wow, look at its amazing design. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. You're just too old to appreciate this masterpiece. Sure, you hit the nail on the head there. I see you gentlemen are interested in this state-of-the-art phone. Yes, it's only $999. Can I please have it, Dad? In your dreams. Why not? We can't afford it. That means no bonus for me. I better find someone else to sell this to. But my friend John is getting it. John's dad makes 6 figures, so this amount is insignificant to him. This is so unfair. Look, son, we are better off than most people in the world. At the end of the day, we have a roof over our heads and food on our table. Not everyone has that. What a generous donation. So stop comparing yourself to John and be grateful for what you have. Hi, guys. Hi, John. What a coincidence. We were just talking about you. Remember what I said. See you at home. Why the long face? My dad didn't want to buy me the new Uphone. I have it. You can borrow mine. Thanks a million. You're the best. I think it's overrated. Almost identical to the last one. I think it's cool. In that case, you can have it. What? No way. Do whatever you want with it. Besides, I'm more into this thing these days. A drone? Let's take it for a spin. You get a spectacular bird's eye view up there. It gives you a new perspective on things. You're lucky your dad is well off. Well, he's at work all the time. I wish I saw him more often, like you get to see your dad. Oh, your dad is awesome. Don't take him for granted. You are right. I have to go now. Thanks for the phone. Bye. Do you have any spare change? No. Here, take this. Thank you. Looks like you take after your father. You know what they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The U-phone XXX? I can stop begging. Dad, I'm so glad to see you. For real? You were right about the phone and everything. You've had a change of heart? Did I finally knock some sense into you? Yes, you finally got through to me. Let's spend some quality time together and make dinner, Dad. You got it, son. Hello and welcome to the first lesson. In this lesson, we're going to learn some vocabulary. We're going to learn the words stare, neat, wonder, commotion, triple, ordinary, technology, and addition. To stare is a verb. It means to look at one thing or somebody very hard or long, and maybe with your eyes wide open. It means that you have a fixed look on something or somebody. Here's an example. What is he staring at? He's staring at something or somebody. What is he staring at? His eyes are really open and he's looking really hard at something, maybe for a long time. He's staring. He's not just looking as you usually look at something. He's staring. Neat is an adjective. It means great, good, fine. Here's an example. This book I'm reading is neat. The book he is reading is really good. He likes it. He thinks it's neat, that it's great or good. To wonder is a verb. It means to think about something you don't know. You're questioning something and you're thinking about something. It means that you're wondering. You wonder. To wonder. An example of this is, I wonder what we are having for dinner tonight. He's thinking about what he's going to have for dinner. Commotion. This is a noun. It means when you suddenly hear some noise for a short period. Maybe someone is confused or excited. Maybe there are many people in one place and they are talking loud. Or they're really happy. Something suddenly happens. There's a commotion. Here's an example. There was a lot of commotion yesterday at my friend's house. Maybe people were being silly. Maybe they were making loud noise. Maybe someone was fighting. But something was happening. There was a lot of people, a lot of noise. There was commotion. There was a lot of commotion yesterday at my friend's house. Triple means 3 times. Instead of saying XXX, you can say triple X. An example of this is, instead of saying, call me, my number is 111-444, you can say, call me at 111-444. Ordinary, This is an adjective. It means nothing special. So let's look at some examples. If you're watching a video on YouTube and you think it's okay, you can say it's an ordinary video. And then you watch a video that you really like. It's something you haven't seen before, maybe. Then you can say, this is no ordinary video. Or this is not an ordinary video. It's something special and you really like it. It's not ordinary. Then we have the word technology. This is a noun and it means the study and practical use of science. All of these things that you see in the pictures are examples of technology. So some people study something. Scientists come together and think about what new things they can make. Someone invented the phone, then the smartphone came, and you always get more and more new technology because science finds new things. An example is some old people struggle with modern technology. I don't understand modern technology. Addition. A noun. It means one in a number of series. So here's a phone. After a year comes another phone. And after another year comes another phone. So the last phone is the last edition. Here's an example. The new edition is better than the last. So the third edition is better than the second edition. This is lesson 2. In this lesson, we're going to learn the following words: old-fashioned, design, appreciate, masterpiece, gentleman, state-of-the-art, afford, bonus, and amount. Old-fashioned is an adjective. It means something that's not modern, or maybe some ideas or behavior that was more common in the past. This TV is old-fashioned. It's not cool anymore. People were using it many years ago. So here's an example. I don't like the smartphone. You're so old-fashioned. He's calling him old-fashioned because he doesn't like the smartphone, which is very modern. So he thinks his ideas or way of thinking is old-fashioned. Design. This is a noun. It can mean drawings, how something looks, or the way something is planned and made. On the picture, you see a drawing or a design of a building. So here's an example. I like the design of this building, how it was drawn and how it was made. To appreciate, a verb. It means to know how good something or somebody is and that you value them or it. Here we have two friends who love and appreciate each other. They mean something to each other, so they appreciate one another. Here's an example. Sometimes I feel like people don't appreciate all the work I do around the house. Maybe no one says thank you, so he or she does not feel appreciated. Masterpiece. This is a noun that means something that is made in a very good way. It looks very good or works very good. An example of this is, look at this masterpiece. Then we have the next word, gentleman. This is a noun. This is a very nice way of talking to or about a man. Here's an example. You're such a gentleman. He's opening the door for her, so she thinks he is very nice and calls him a gentleman. You don't usually call yourself a gentleman, just maybe if you're joking or being ironic. State of the art. This is an adjective that means something very modern and often using the newest technology or science. Something state of the art is the best you can find right now. So here's an example. This car is state of the art. It can drive itself. To afford. A verb that means that you have enough money to buy something. An example, I can't afford that ring. You don't have enough money to buy that ring. Maybe you can afford a ring that is cheaper, that costs less. Afford. Bonus is a noun. This means something extra. In the context of the story, it's used for a worker that gets extra money. Here's an example. Let's say this worker gets $5,000 every month, but this month they had a competition and the person who sold the most would get a bonus. So you had the best sale this month, so you get the bonus. And all the other workers get upset they didn't get the bonus. The bonus in this case is money, but it can also be other things. Amount. This is a noun. The meaning is the total, a number you don't usually know. Here's an example. How much does that house cost? I don't know. A large amount. So he doesn't know how much it costs. He just knows that the amount is large. It's an unknown number. In this third vocabulary lesson, we're going to learn the words insignificant, unfair, better off, generous, donation, compare, grateful, and coincidence. Insignificant is an adjective that means not important or too small. When something is insignificant, it has no meaning. And the opposite, significant, means that it is important or big enough. So here's an example. If I give someone $1, it's an insignificant amount. But if many people give $1 each, the amount becomes significant. Unfair is an adjective. It means not right or treating people differently. Not treating people the same. Here's an example. You got more than me. It's unfair. Better off. Another adjective. It means to have it better than you had it in the past, or that you have it better than others. So a person who has a lot of money is better off than a person who doesn't. Here's an example. I'm better off now than when I was a student. So he didn't have a lot of money when he was a student. Now that he has a job, he is better off. And this phrase is often referring to money. Generous. Adjective. It means large or a lot or somebody willing to give money or help others, often more than other people do or give. It means large when, for example, someone gives a large amount of money. Then you can say it's a generous amount. So here's an example. It was really generous of you to give your ice cream to your brother. They both got ice creams, and one of them lost it on the ground. And the person who still had his ice cream, he chose to be generous and give it to his brother. He didn't have to give it, but he chose to be generous. Donation. This is a noun, and it means something given to help somebody or something. You can give a donation of money or something else. It can go directly to the person who needs it. Or, for example, you can give a donation to someone who helps animals or nature and other things. Here's an example. I gave a donation to save the forest. Compare. This is a verb. It means to look for the difference between two or more things. Here's an example. Our house looks bad compared to this one. So maybe they like their house, but when they compare it to this big and beautiful house, they don't like their house anymore. Grateful is an adjective. It means to show or feel thanks. To be thankful. To be grateful. Here's an example. I'm grateful to have you in my life. So he feels thankful and grateful that he has this person in his life. Coincidence. This is a noun. When two or more similar things happen at the same time in a surprising way, you can say that it's a coincidence. Here's an example of that. What a coincidence that we bought the same bag. Two friends meet each other and they have the same bag. They don't know that the other person has bought this. So it's a surprise and it's a coincidence. In this lesson, we're going to learn the following vocabulary. Overrated, identical, former, whatever, besides, drone, spectacular, perspective, and beg. Overrated is an adjective. It means that something is said to be better than it is. So let's say there's a new book out. You see it everywhere and everyone is talking about how good it is. Then you read it. You think it's good, it's alright, but it's not very, very good. So you say, I think the book is overrated. Identical. This is an adjective. It means the same. Here we have two people who look exactly the same. So you can say they look identical. Former. This is a noun. When you're talking about two things or people, the former one is the one you talked about first. Here's an example. I have chocolate and ice cream. Which do you like the best? The former. This means that the person likes the chocolate better than the ice cream. Whatever. This is a pronoun. It means anything. So here's an example. Do you want to make dinner at home or do you want to go out and eat? And then he answers, I don't know. We can do whatever you want. Meaning, we can do anything you want. Besides, This can be used as an adverb or a preposition. It means also. Here's an example. I don't want to go skiing. It's really cold. Besides, I'm really tired. So this person doesn't want to go out because it's cold. And also, besides, she is really tired. Drone. This is a noun. A drone is a machine that flies without a pilot in it. The pilot can be on the ground with a remote control. Here's an example. The drone I bought can take pictures. Our next word is spectacular. This is an adjective. It means very good or great to look at. Here's an example. The mountains are spectacular, meaning that the mountains are very beautiful and great to look at. Perspective. It's a noun. It means a way of looking at or thinking about something. It's almost like having a meaning about something. That's your perspective on that thing. If your perspective is that playing video games is bad, you might not play them, or you might not let your children play with them. So here's an example. In my perspective, watching too much TV is bad for you. So this person thinks and means his perspective is that watching too much TV is not good. Here's another example. I used to be sad because I could not afford to buy a house, but then I met a man who was living in his car. It changed my perspective, and now I'm grateful for my little apartment. Sometimes you get a new perspective by something you see or something somebody does. You start to think about things a bit differently and you change your perspective. To beg, this is a verb. It means to ask for something because you don't have any money. Maybe you're asking for food or you're asking for money. Example, I saw a man who was begging today. Now we're going to learn some idioms. As you already might know, an idiom is a group of words that are commonly used together in a phrase. You can't understand the meaning just by looking at each single word. Native speakers use idioms often, so it's important to know the meanings of them to improve English fluency. So in this lesson, we're going to look at the idioms to be on the same page, reinvent the wheel, blow something out of proportion, to make a mountain out of a molehill, hit the nail on the head, and in your dreams. So in our story, the dad asks the son if they are on the same page. It means to agree, that they think or feel the same as each other. The son wasn't listening to the father, so they were not on the same page. Here's another example. Where are you and the kids traveling to this summer? I don't know. My son wants to go to Europe, but my daughter wants to go to Asia. I'm trying to get them on the same page. Her children disagree on where they are going to travel, so she's trying to get them to agree, to get them on the same page. To reinvent the wheel. In the story, the dad says, it's not like they have reinvented the wheel. It means that the new phone is nothing new. It's not better than what already exists. They already have a phone that works well. They can do many things with it. And this new phone, it's nothing new. Why buy a new phone when the old one works great and is almost the same as the new one? Let's take a look at another example. Learning English can be hard sometimes. I'm learning the best way to study English from people who know many languages, so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. He's saying that he's learning from people who already have learned English or other languages, so that he can take the tips from them, so that he doesn't have to use a lot of time to understand the best way to learn a language. He doesn't want to reinvent the wheel and waste his time when he can just ask someone who already has done it. To blow something out of proportion. It means to make something more important than it is. The father says in the story, "You're blowing this out of proportion." He means that this new phone is just like the phones they already have, so don't make this new phone more important than it is. Don't blow it out of proportion. Here's another example. My parents didn't get me the new phone. Everyone in my class has it, and they're all going to laugh at me. I think you're blowing this a bit out of proportion. Nobody will care. To make a mountain out of a molehill. This idiom has almost the same meaning as the last one. It means to make something not important to seem important. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Let's take a look at another example. Oh no! This is really bad. We have to go home now. Okay, you are really making a mountain out of a molehill. He's saying that it's just a spot. Relax. It's not important. To hit the nail on the head. Sure, you hit the nail on the head there. It means to be exactly right. In the story, the father is being ironic. He does not mean what he's saying. He means you're not right, you're wrong. Here's another example. How old do you think I am? Maybe 27? Wow, you hit the nail on the head. It's hard to guess someone's age, but he was exactly right, so he hit the nail on the head. And finally, the last one, in your dreams. It means no. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Let's look at another example. She thinks the squirrel is really cute. I want to take it home with me. And the mother thinks, in your dreams. We cannot take a squirrel home. It's a wild animal. She doesn't say this out loud. She's thinking it, because in your dreams is not the nicest way of saying no. You say it when you're joking or when you think that something is never going to happen. In this lesson, we're going to look at the idioms make 6 figures, at the end of the day, a roof over your head, long face, thanks a million, and take something for a spin. John's dad makes 6 figures. 6 figures means 6 numbers, so it means to make 100,000 or more. Or it means to make a lot of money. Here's another example. He's really popular, so he probably makes 6 figures. So he's saying that He probably makes a lot of money. At the end of the day, we have a roof over our heads and food on our table. At the end of the day means the most important thing. If you're talking about several things, you often say at the end of the day before you say the most important thing. A roof over our heads means a place to live. So in the story, even though the son didn't get the new phone, it's much more important that he has a place to live and food to eat. At the end of the day, most importantly, we have a roof over our heads. We have a place to live. Let's look at some other examples with these idioms. How do you like being a mom for the first time? I get very tired sometimes, but at the end of the day, I really love it. So being a mom can be very tiring, but the most important thing is that she really loves her baby and she loves being a mom. There's a storm outside. On days like this, I'm really grateful for having a roof over our heads. So when it's raining and there's a storm outside, she feels really grateful to have a place to live. Why the long face? It means, why are you sad? If someone has a long face, they look sad. Why do you have such a long face? Because I feel sick. Thanks a million. It's just a way of saying thank you very much. Here's an example. Here's a gift for you. Aw, thanks a million. Thank you very much. In the story, he says, let's take it for a spin. This means to test something, and this idiom is most often used when you're talking about a car. To spin means to go around and around, like a wheel. But in the story, we're talking about a drone, so they want to try it. They want to take it for a spin. And also, the wings on the drone spin. They go around and around. Here's another example. I bought a new car. Do you want to take it for a spin? Sure. In this lesson, we're going to look at the following idioms. Bird's eye view. Well off. To take something or somebody for granted. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And take after somebody. Bird's eye view. This means a view from above. You have a different view when you're high up than when you are on the ground. A bird who is flying high above the ground has a bird's eye view. As you can see, this idiom can be written in two ways. Here's an example. I had a bird's eye view of the city from the plane. Well off. You're lucky your dad is well off. This means to be rich, to have a lot of money. Look at that car. Ooh, he must be well off. Meaning, he must be rich. To take something or somebody for granted, it means to not be grateful because you think it's always gonna be there. So in the story, he says, your dad is awesome. Don't take him for granted. Don't think that he's always going to be there. Spend time with him now while you can. So he becomes sad because he knows that he took his dad for granted. When I lived at home, I used to take my parents for granted. Now that I live by myself, I'm starting to understand how much they really did for me. That's true. So he's thinking about his parents, how they cooked him dinner, washed his clothes, and did a lot of other things for him. Now that he doesn't live with them anymore, he feels grateful for them, and he does not take them for granted anymore. To take after somebody. This is a phrase. It means that you look like or you act and do things like someone in the family who is older than you. Looks like you take after your father. In the story, he's saying that he takes after his father because his father gave him money, and now his son is also giving him something. So he is doing what his father did. He takes after his father. Here's another example. I think she takes after you. You think so? I think she takes more after my mother. Her friend is saying that I think she looks like you, but the mother is saying, I think she looks more like my mother. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This means that children often look like or act like their parents. They do what their parents do. Here's an example of that. Two kids are talking, and the one is saying, I want to be like my father when I grow up. He wants to be a police officer like his father. And then they meet many years later, and the son is now also a police officer like his father. So the friend says, the apple did not fall far from the tree. This is the last lesson for this story. We're going to learn the idioms for real, change of heart, knock sense into, get through to somebody, quality time, and you got it. For real, this is a phrase that means, are you being serious? Is it real and not false? Are you telling the truth or are you just joking? Let's look at an example. I'm getting married. For real? Are you really getting married or are you just joking? To have a change of heart. It means to change your mind about something you think or feel. You've had a change of heart? Have you changed your mind? Here's an example. Go without me. Are you sure? Yes. Wait, I've had a change of heart. Okay, let's go. He didn't want to go at first, but then he changed his mind. He had a change of heart, and then he wanted to go with them. To knock sense into. It means to try to make somebody think better, usually about something they think that is not really good for them. Did I finally knock some sense into you? Then the son answers, yes, you finally got through to me. It means that you finally made me understand. To get through to someone is to make them understand. Let's look at another example of these two idioms. It's not good for his health to eat so much bad food. You should try to knock some sense into him and get him to stop. The friend is saying, you should try to knock some sense into him, make him understand that it's not healthy to eat so much bad food. Then she answers, I've tried, but I just don't know how to get through to him. She has tried to speak to him, to get through to him, to make him understand, but he does not understand, and she does not get through to him. Let's spend some quality time together. This means to spend a good time with someone you care about. You're just sitting with that person, maybe talking to him, and you're not thinking about anything else. You're just having quality time together. I love it when we spend quality time together as a family. Me too. So this family is having quality time together. And now to the last idiom. You got it. It means to quickly say you will do what someone has asked. In the story, the son wants to spend quality time together with his father. And of course, his father wants to do this. So he says, you got it. Let's do that right away. People use this phrase when they are happy to do something. Here's an example. Can you please give me that pen? You got it. Here you go. Thanks. Are you ready to test yourself with a quiz? If you need to, you can press pause before you look at the answer. Let's start. Who is saying no? Is it A? You hit the nail on the head. B? Don't take it for granted. Or C? In your dreams. The right answer is C. In your dreams. What is he doing? A. Relaxing. B. Staring. C. Donating. The right answer is staring. Who is begging? A, B, or C? The right answer is A. Which picture is showing an idiom from the story? A, B, C. The right answer is A. The apple does not fall far from the tree. What can you take for a spin? A, B, or C? The answer is B. This one man was eating too much bad food. Do you remember what the two others wanted to do with him? A. Get through to him. B. Take him for granted. Or C. Appreciate him. The answer is A. To get through to him. Who has the long face? A, B, or C? The correct answer is A. The book was ordinary, overrated, or unfair? The answer is B, overrated. What does identical mean? Same, rich, or thankful? The answer is A, same. What is the father saying? Is it A, you are making it more important than it is? B, you are not being thankful? Or C, you are not getting the new phone? The right answer is A, you are making it more important than it is. Where is the drone? A, B, or C? The right answer is C. Who do you think is a gentleman? A, B, or C? I think it's C. What did the son say in the end of the story? A, let's spend some money on a new phone. B, let's go out for dinner. Or C, let's have some quality time. And the answer is C, let's have some quality time. Now we're going to do some exercises. Pair a word from the left with a word from the right, like this. So we have the words neat, design, bonus, drawing, extra, and great. Pause the video, write down the answers, and then press play again. Here are the answers. Then we have the words unfair, spectacular, insignificant, not important, not right, very good. Pause the video and write down the answers. Here are the answers. Pair a sentence on the left with a sentence on the right. He makes 6 figures. He is taking it for a spin. He hit the nail on the head. He is rich. He is right. He is driving. Press pause and write down the answers. Here are the right answers. Match the beginning of the sentence with the right ending. The end of the day. He is wrong. I love them. Besides, I don't care about what he thinks. But they take me for granted. All that matters is that we have each other. Press pause and write down the answers. Here are the correct answers. Which of the following is an example of a coincidence? A, I told you not to come. B, what are you doing here? Or C, sorry I'm late. The correct answer is B. What are you doing here? Match the beginning of the sentence with the right ending. So you are only going to choose one. She takes after. A. Her grandmother. B. Going home. Paying for it. The answer is A. Her grandmother. In the beginning of the story, the father and the son were blowing things out of proportion, not on the same page, or reinventing the wheel. The right answer is B, on the same page. The beggar got a coincidence, commotion, donation. The answer is C, donation. Now let's make it a little harder. Now you have to write down the right answer without getting any options. What is another way of saying that something is not modern? Press pause and write down the answer. The correct answer is old-fashioned. What is a phrase you can say before you say something important? Press pause and write down the answer. The answer is at the end of the day. What is another way of saying that a person is rich? Press pause and write down the answer. The answer is he is well off, or you can also say he makes 6 figures. What can you say when someone talks about something not important as if it is important? Press pause and write down the answer. The answer is you are making a mountain out of a molehill. What can you say about someone who is wasting time on making something that already exists? Press pause and write the answer. The answer is they are trying to reinvent the wheel.